Hello, welcome to CS Natural Fitness. I am CS. You can call me Christopher if you want. And this is advanced biceps training. So, advanced, what do I mean by that? I mean you've been training for at least 3 years. Hopefully longer than that, because 3 years, depending on your frequency, how much you've actually learned, depending on like who your trainer is or whatever, you might still be intermediate. You might not actually be advanced yet. And depending on how you've been training too. So when I mean advanced, I mean somebody at least 3 years, probably more like over 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, long time, These guys have pretty much put on all the bicep size they can, as long as they're training properly. And what I mean by that is you're doing your heavy barbell curls, you're doing your cheat curls, you're not doing too much. Everybody wants to work the biceps, get them big and strong. So they do 8 different exercises, 3 sets an exercise, 6 different exercises, 3 to 5 sets of different exercises. These angles, those angles, that angle, blah. It's great. It's going to help develop your bicep better, and all the other muscles right around it. So you're going to have a sexier looking arm. That's great. That's fantastic. But it's not really going to get you size. Maybe some people have great genetics. That stuff just works for them. So you know what? If it works for you, do it. This is just sort of my experience. Once again, I am a personal trainer, and this is all my opinion. Some of it may be science literature. Some universities might have proven it a long time ago. I don't know. Some of it I do know, some of it I don't, but I'm just going to say that this is my opinion. This is from my experience. So take it or leave it, it's up to you. So, you've been training at least 3 years, hopefully at least 5 years, and you've been smart. You've only done 3 to 5 sets of like 2, maybe 3 exercises a workout. Even then, like 5 sets of 3 exercises, 15 sets a workout. Like if you're only going once a week, okay, but even then you're losing some gains, because you would want to be training your arms twice a week because the muscles are so small. It's easier for them to repair, get back into it, compared to like your chest or something like that, Even big biceps, I said this in my other videos, like not even my fist, I don't have that big of a fist, that's it, like my chest is bigger than my freaking fist, So as long as you've been training smart, putting on size and stuff, now it might be time for you to, and that's what we're going to assume right now it might be time for you to start trying to fill your bicep out more, doing different angles, doing close grip, trying to hit the outside more. You probably have a much better mind to muscle connection than whatever percentage of people out there. Let's say anywhere between 20 to 100% of people out there, you got a great feeling. So going on the outside, you can feel it, or on the inside, you can feel it more on the outside. Going on the outside, you can feel it on the inside. Going in the middle, you can feel it in the middle. That's great, whatever works for you. If you don't feel that, then don't do it, Maybe try it, try and figure it out. But if it doesn't, don't worry. You're still gonna get big biceps that are gonna look sexy. Or you already have big biceps, and you just need to do a few things to fill them out and look sexy. So basically, you have big biceps. They're not gonna get any bigger unless you do some special stuff, because you've been training great for at least 5 years, not doing too much, doing them like twice a week, Bam. So now you're going to want to get into different angles, You can do drop sets, pyramids, a tri-set, or a superset. There we go. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of superset. You can do a superset with two bicep exercises now. Or like a bicep tricep, but you can do all these crazy things because your biceps are used to basically the amount of load. They're not going to get much stronger unless you freaking, take something that'll make you stronger. But after 5+ years, your muscle will mature and develop little by little, but it's not a lot. So we're going to make it sexy. So the different angles, said this before, up here. With a cable machine, not with dumbbells. Dumbbells won't freaking do anything. It'll be like that, and that's just terrible. With a cable machine, with a straight bar, with an easy curl bar, with the tricep push down thingy, whatever, figure out how you can do it, what feels great for you, and do it that way. And then the next is the preacher curl. I've said this before, I'm not the biggest fan of the preacher curl bar. There's such limited range of motion, it's just not even worth it. You can load up the cable, be much safer doing it that way. And you get the resistance the whole way through once again, because gravity will be going through here once you get there, so there's nothing there. But with the cable, you're going to get a good squeeze up top. That's what you're looking for. And then there's just the regular barbell curl. To really keep your size, I would say continue doing it pretty much every bicep workout. It is the staple. It is the best one. Easy bar, straight bar, whatever. Even dumbbells, but I am a big proponent of, when doing it, barbell is the best. If you can't do barbell, bad wrists, elbows, you need dumbbells, whatever. Do dumbbells. It's gonna do it anyway. So, and then also I've talked about this one where you have the bar, you go like this, because the shoulder and the bicep work together. And as I've said before, we never really just use the bicep. Never just do that. We use it with the back, we use it with the traps, we use it with the shoulders, we always typically use them with something. So don't forget about that. Throwing in some like compound, complex movements with the biceps, especially where you're at now, being advanced and doing this for so long, it's not gonna hurt, mix it up. Just try and make sure you stick. Oh, there goes my phone. Try and just make sure you do stick with still heavy barbell curls, going for strength and size. And just do the angles, do the drop sets, the pyramids. If you want me to go list and explain all these different training styles for advanced people who want to know how to do it properly, I can do that. So if you want, let me know in the comments or something. But so yeah, you guys are pretty much primed out. Keep your strength up by doing the same weights, doing the same sort of basic ones, but now you can add in extra ones, You can do the preacher curl with the cable. That's what you should be doing to get that nice. Your biceps big, bro. Your biceps big, it's massive. Why are you focusing on strength and size? It's already huge, Fill it out. Make it look sexy. Show off to all the other boys in the gym, Girls don't really care, but we do, We're all checking you out, so, make it nice. So, now, assuming that you have been influenced by some people in the bodybuilding industry who tell you to do thousands of reps, or tell you that you need to do concentration curls, or you need to do all this other crap that doesn't really freaking do anything for beginners and intermediates, then your biceps might not be as big as they could be. It's really that simple. You need years of training your biceps pretty basically with progressive overload, focusing on strength, which is size as well, for long time, 3 to 5 years, and even then after that, your biceps will keep growing as you get older, muscular maturity, blah, blah, blah. But at that point, if you've done preacher curl and then behind the thing, and then you do barbell curl, and then you do these, and that's what you've been doing for years, bro, chickie, whoever, you've been overworking your biceps. Give them a break. Let them take a week off, Let them recuperate. Eat your protein, eat your broccoli and your veggies, and take your freaking supplements, your vitamins and minerals and stuff. Let them relax and stuff, and then go back and start doing the basic stuff again. I've said this on my beginner and intermediate videos. Start your first, do a couple of warm-up sets and start your first set aiming for 15 reps. That's where you want to die out. So 15, 16 reps. If you can get one more after 15, get that 16, that's fine. We don't too much weight or too little weight, and you might go past that. So 15, 16, it's great for the first one. Then after that, it should be at a point where you drop a couple of reps at least. So now instead of 15, you're doing 14 or 13, or even 12, Any lower than that, you might have started too heavy, or you just might not have the endurance that you thought you had in your bicep. So you need to start training more strength. So you start with the 15 to 16 reps, you go to 12 to 14 reps, and then you're hoping for 7 to 9 reps. So in between those, if you do your 15 and then you do 13, then you do 12, You can't just stop at the third set. You need to do more, because the strength, you're still at the max of your strength, which is like 8 to 12 reps. So if you can do 12 reps of something that you just did 12 reps, you still have strength available. So do another set, try and get rid of the rest of that strength. You do 12 again, you got to do another one. You do 8, bam, you're done. That's it. Fantastic. Good job. So what I'm basically saying here is sometimes doing a billion things is going to give you a nice shape to your muscle, but if your biceps the size of my thumb, nobody's going to care how nice of a shape it is, you know? You got to freaking go back to the basics, focus on progressive overload with strength training. Not doing a lot, couple of days a week, like 5 to 10 sets a day. If you're freaking destroying it, you really have good mind to muscle connection, you can focus on the biceps, it really kicked their butt, you probably only need like 5 or 6 sets, you know, 2 exercises. That's it. Because a lot of times when you're doing the other stuff, the angles, whatever, you're not using, you can't lift as much here as you can with the barbell curl. It just isn't possible. It's just not happening. So if you've been listening to certain magazines or certain influencers, or they're telling you, you gotta do 18 billion things, use full range of motion every time. Go back to the basics. Focus on that for a while. And just after give yourself like 3 months of doing that and measure your arm, take pictures of your bicep, take a look at it after, you know? Yeah, a lot of people like to skip the base. You can't skip the base. You need that foundation, you know? Build on that foundation, build on that foundation, build on that foundation. When somebody's constructing a skyscraper, they don't build the first 2 levels and then try and make it look sexy. You know, they don't put on the outside tinted windows and blah, blah, blah when there's only 2 levels when they've got to do the other 20 levels, you know? They build it up and then they make it look sexy. So remember that. Build it up. Do the basics. It's pretty basic building a skyscraper. I don't know how to build a skyscraper. I don't. But I know guys who do. And you know what? They like their job. They're not like, oh my gosh, I used so much brain power today. It's unbelievable. You know, it's the same thing with biceps. Build the foundation. It's not that hard. You do the basic stuff you're supposed to do. After that is when you can get all fancy and funky once you have that base, that foundation, that size skyscraper sitting there waiting for you to put the sexy stuff on. So, to sort of wrap it up, if you've been smart, like I've been saying, you know what you're doing. You probably aren't watching this video, but now it's time to start doing the cuts, because you've basically got your size. Keep doing the heavy barbells, the cheat curls. Good. Keep it going. If you haven't been, you're doing, this guy says you got to do 4 sets of this, and this in this magazine, so I'm going to do that. Really, like, that guy's probably on stuff. He's probably, like, really, if he's in a magazine, he's probably got money, so he has, like, great nutrition that he doesn't need to worry about spending all this money and, like, maybe cooking his own meals, or he just might have the time to do all that, or he, once again, hires somebody, whatever, you know. People with money have options to do stuff crazy like that and blah, blah, blah. But once again, it's usually assisted by bad, or not bad, but whatever, yeah. So if you're doing that, now it's time to just go back to the basics, man. You probably have a sexy, well-developed bicep. Let's just whatever, you know, push that out of our minds. Let's not worry about the development of the bicep. Let's worry about the size, you know? Go back to basics, kick butt, focus on that strength. Don't do too many sets. Focus on really getting a good, strong contraction and getting that weight up. Yeah. I think I've covered everything. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you want me to do a video, let me know. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.